So I got some fresh eucalyptus and I put some in my shower and I had a little bit extra left over. So I'm getting back into my home DIYs and all of that. So I wanted to make a cute wreath. So I just have an embroidery hoop right here, the fresh eucalyptus, of course, as well as some brown twine. You can use wire or anything like that. So an embroidery hoop usually comes with 2 rings in it. I'm just gonna take off the second hoop that is, if I could get it. I had this for such a long time ago, it's so rusty, I can't even open it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use it with the 2 rings, it's not a big deal. All I'm gonna do is basically tie the leaves to the hoop and just make a cute little fun wreath. I just think that this is such a nice little craft to do. I always loved home decor things and I don't know, this makes me so happy. Spending some time to do things that I really love, like this. This kind of eucalyptus is also very easy and soft and pliable, so you will have no problem in making a wreath if you want to try this as well. You can also add flowers to this, but I just have some extra eucalyptus, no flowers, so I'll just make a pure eucalyptus wreath for now. I cut this one too short, so make sure you're not cutting the twine or the cord or whatever you're using too short. It's better to cut it long and then just trim it off after. And then you can also cut off extra stems of eucalyptus if you have. Any kind of string will work. I feel like if the twine is a little bit bulky, so if you have maybe embroidery thread or just something really soft, you can get it really inconspicuous. But what I will do is go ahead and cut off all of these little edges. I have a ton of craft supplies throughout my entire life when I was doing a lot of DIYs on YouTube. So I was going through them and I decided to keep a lot, and I'm so happy that I did because the embroidery hoop and all of these are coming in so handy right now. This is smelling so fragrant. Oh my goodness. Of course, this is not gonna last for a really long time. It will dry eventually, and then you can always, throw it away or do a new one, whatever you feel to do. If I did not mention this already, this is called Silver Dollar Eucalyptus. So it has these beautiful big leaves like these. The other type is called Baby Blue, and that one is like thin with smaller leaves like this and a lot harder to work with. So how cute is my wreath looking so far? I'm pretty happy with how simple it looks. For some reason, it has a little piece that dangles a little bit lower, but I actually think it looks really, really, really nice like that. Almost like an actual intentional design, even though it was not. I'm so happy with my little DIY wreath. You can of course go ahead and fill it up a lot more if you want, but I just decided to do half and half, and I'm really, really happy with how it looks. If I could have taken out this inner ring, I would be able to do 2 wreaths, so that's something that you can remember when you buy one embroidery hoop, you can get 2 things out of it. But yeah, I'm just really, really happy, and I'm just putting it on my ladder to see how it looks, and it gives it that pretty boho look, just a fresh touch of greenery and decor to your space that I'm so happy with. I definitely want to be doing a lot more like these, just to like make my space look really, really minimal, but still have that touch of greenery, especially since it's so hard for me with Coco, who literally eats everything and tries to break up everything and digs out all of my plants. So this is a nice little touch, and of course I'll be keeping this away from her because, like I mentioned, eucalyptus is poisonous and toxic to cats. So if they ingest it, they can get really, really sick. So I will be keeping this out of her paws, but it looks so cute on my ladder. So cute. Okay, so I love how my wreath looks, and one thing with eucalyptus is that you can use it especially in fall and around the holiday time. It's just a really nice piece of decor to add to your space, and it looks so fresh and green. I love it. If I have no plans, I have been loving like doing little DIYs like these and just focusing on myself and doing things that I do love and things I otherwise would not have been able to do or just would not have had the time to do. But I love making time for things like this because it makes me so happy. Like, look how cute it looks. Okay, so don't judge me, but I had a few of these left over and I'm excited to see how it would look as a full wreath, and I really like it actually. Another option where I can put it is on my entryway wall. I think it looks really good. It matches the decor perfectly, I would say, that whole minimalist aesthetic vibe, which I am going for. And yeah, I'm so excited to try to do a lot more DIYs and share it with you, because that was what my channel was originally all about. And now I have my own space, so why not share some DIYs with you guys? So DIY number 1 on a Sunday. Okay, so this is my next DIY project that I will be working on. So this was a 3-drawer cloth drawer, and as you can see, Coco literally like ripped it up into shreds here, so it's practically no longer that functional. And I was actually going to just go ahead and throw this away, but little did I know that underneath is a really good frame that I can use. And I was just thinking about, you know, maybe thrifting it, and then I realized that it literally is built in for a shelf. And I realized that this might be a fun, really cute little 3-shelf book stand once all of the drawers are taken out, like you guys will see. And I got these shelves made, so this is how it looks. And I'm just going to go ahead and put all these shelves inside. I literally measured exact. So if you have something like this that has like drawers inside of it, chances are it is made up in a similar way that has the edges for it that can be a perfect shelf. So instead of like throwing this away or something, definitely consider making it into a little book stand. I think that will be such a good like repurposed idea. So yeah, let's see how it turns out. What is Peppa doing? Loving how my little DIY makeshift upcycled bookshelf is coming along. I'm just gonna go ahead and play around with it and see, because I always wanted a little bookshelf like this, and I'm so happy that I didn't have to go out and buy one. I basically just used whatever I had at home, and it so happened to just be so perfect. I have to still figure out what I want on top, of course, because you guys look at Coco on top of there. But yeah, I don't really have much things, so I think I will just go ahead and play around with this shelf and see what I like, what else I can add to it, because I don't have a ton of like decor around here as yet. So I'm just basically using everything that I have already. Oh wait, I have like this gold, oops. I have like this gold tray. So maybe that can go here for the while, just to see. I love like creating little nooks like this around my space. Obsessed. Okay, so this is how it looks. I had my orchids that was in the kitchen. This used to be on my entryway, but since I did over my entryway, I will link in that video for you guys to see. The orchids wasn't matching on there, but it's such a beautiful piece. So I decided to just keep it on top of here. I added one of my frames from Desenio, which is this beautiful simple line drawing that I'm in love with. I have one of my candles that was gifted to me by one of my friends who has his own brand. And then from there, we go down to this shelf that previously had that book as well, The Court of Civil Flames. But I took it down because I felt like if the color scheme was so off, and I feel like if it still is. But I just have these four books on top of here. These gold tray until I find little things to put on top of it, and then the last book on top there, so it would not look completely empty. But this is how it looks so far, and I think it's a vibe. Like, I'm here for it. See how easy it was to just repurpose this shelf instead of throwing it away. I'm so happy that I ended up keeping it because it ended up being just the perfect little bookshelf for me, for my space. And then for my entryway table, at the bottom of it, I needed to get some baskets really badly, but I didn't get them as yet. So I decided to just put the drawers, like the previous drawers. I might switch it around though, because this one has like a rip from Coco from before. This one is the only good one I have, so I might switch it around. So let's see how that goes if I just go ahead and just switch it around now. So if I just put it like this, I feel like if it might just look better. Yes, so I have it here, and I think it looks really good until I, decide on what boxes I want, not boxes, what baskets I want for underneath my entryway table. And yeah, this can be good for now to put Coco's toys, some shoes and everything like that, because I had it in this gold basket across here, which just is looking like a hot mess. So I'm really happy to have these underneath here. I feel like if it kind of blends in really nicely with all of my decor and all of that good stuff. So I'm really happy. And yeah, I'm not going to throw these away or anything like that until I get my baskets. And then I could probably use these drawers for something else, like for storage or something like that.